So I hope you're enjoying your long weekend here in the Transformer world. It is a Labor Day Monday, and we have 3 items here we're going to be talking about today in Transformer-related product. And these are 3 really interesting items. The first one we have here comes from Preview Magazine. The brand new issue of Preview Order Magazine has hit the different comic book and retailer stores, and inside Preview Magazine or Preview World's website for ordering is a brand new 1986 Transformers the Movie product. In this case, it's a Transformers the Movie 1986 Tin Titans lunchbox, as they listed, Tin Titans with thermos. So you get a metal lunchbox sporting the 1986 Transformers the Movie poster art, or if you want to consider it the VHS cover art, DVD, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, this is the Western art that we're talking about, not the UK art or the Japanese art. And it also comes with a thermos that is sporting a I want to call it a cleaned up screenshot of Optimus Prime jumping into battle against the Decepticons from the Battle of Autobot City. And it's this nice little, 2-pack thing. They did a metal lunchbox not too long ago with Funko Pop, but that one was more of a little gift box thing. It was a metal lunchbox sporting a different kind of 1986 classic art. 1985 classic art. And also came with the Funko Pop and some stickers. This is something that's more practical. You actually should use it as a lunchbox and everything like that. And it comes with a functioning thermos. And it's Thermos brand, so it's an actual functioning thermos and everything. This is licensed through Surreal Entertainment. Surreal Entertainment in the past always kind of does these food-related pop culture stuff. They usually do like Pokemon-themed ramen bowls and all kinds of things like that. I've seen these all the time in Hot Topic and many different stores like that. There's Sam the Record Man and Suncoast and everything like that. So these are going to retail for $24.99, which sounds about right for today. And they're going to start shipping out November 30th, 2022 this year, so not too long from now. Looks pretty cool. Again, 86 movies, my jam. Just needs a little more Hot Rod or Rodimus on it. Obviously, the original 1986 movie poster is going to only have that little Rodimus spoiler in the background there, so not much of it. And maybe they should have done a lenticular thermos where it has Optimus and then you move it and then it turns into Rodimus or Hot Rod. Who knows? Something like that could have been done. But anyways, $24.99. Check it out, yo. Again, previewsworld.com if you want to order it online. Next up, we have something that we learned about not too long. I think about a month ago, we saw listings for these, and people speculated that it was going to be related to another Hasbro brand that they did. These are the Transformers Mystery Mini Walker Erasers. And what we're talking about is because back in I think it was June of 2022, these listings showed up and people were like, oh, it's probably going to be similar to the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic little walker erasers that they've already put out in Dollar Tree in the United States and Dollarama here in Canada. And what those were is these very low budget little eraser figures that you assemble, and they have limited articulation. And that was with the My Little Pony stuff. So it was little horses with the little legs and everything of those characters. So we assume that we're probably going to get something similar to that of Transformers, and these have been found in Dollar Trees in both New York and Dallas, Texas for $1.25, and they've been found in some Dollaramas here in Canada for $2 Canadian, and which is about the same more or less. And they are essentially just these little 4-point of articulation rubbery eraser figures that you assemble, and they're just these little articulated figures of Generation 1 flavored characters, Legendary 7 characters for licensing. It's that evergreen style, so it's an Optimus Prime that is very, it's the truck, but it's the evergreen style truck, so it's clearly not like his old school G1 style. Same thing with the Bumblebee. It's clearly something that's more of a sports car rather than that of a Volkswagen Beetle. A Megatron that clearly is more of a tank Megatron, but using that G1 aesthetic. And a Soundwave that, while it could transform into a cassette player, it could also be anything else just because of how that evergreen style works. It could be a car, a truck, a van, or whatever. But it's just the robot modes. They don't transform. They have this limited articulation. And again, they're erasers, so they could be functionally used as erasers. And much like the My Little Pony ones, they are blind bagged. So you have these 4 different characters. They're blind bagged. You don't know who you're getting. There's no real way, according to what people have said online, that you could feel the bag and figure out which character you're getting, because like the Megatron doesn't come with his fusion cannon, so you can't really like feel for something that would pop out like the fusion cannon. But yeah, $1.25 each. This is something that Hasbro's been pushing a lot more of doing recently. They've been putting a lot more cheaper, lower quality, lower demographic items for lower demographic financial families and everything like that. So every financial group in the world, every financial backing of people in the world could engage with their brands. And I already saw this, like if you go to Dollar Tree or Dollarama, they already have Hasbro branded Avengers action figures that have like 4 points of articulation, just like the shoulders and the hips for the legs and arms, and very limited paint. But it's Captain America, it's Hawkeye, it's Iron Man, and they're done in a little baggie. They're very simple, but they're Hasbro branded, and they're like, I think they're like $2. And the whole point is for stuff like that is so that even kids who don't come from families that have money and stuff like that, they could still engage with the brand, still have an action figure, and there's pretty much a toy for every demographic of background of money. So it's a smart move, and this kind of just continues that, where you go to a Dollar Tree or you go to a Dollarama and there's Transformer product and people could buy that product and engage with it. So smart move, something that has to be done, and it just makes sense, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Again, if you're into any of those characters, like a Soundwave or something, it's a nice little extra thing for your office. Have a little Soundwave eraser, and you could use his arm or leg or something to do that. And the last thing we have to talk about today is at TFCon Toronto 2022, Aaron Archer had a whole bunch of his brand new debut sketchbook, Robots, which was a black and white sketchbook, 32 pages of original art from Transformers throughout the years that he had worked on, and that sketchbook sold ridiculously well, and there wasn't many left to kind of do online sales of it. There now has been a extra printing and batch of these books, so now they could be bought online. And so if you go to Aaron Archer's website, I'll link in the pinned comment below and in the description below if you want to pick this up directly. Aaron Archer's Art Book of Transforming Robots, Volume 1, Black and White Edition, 32-page sketchbook, signed by the former Transformer designer lead Aaron Archer. And it's $20. If you want, for an extra $15, he will actually also do a custom sketch inside the book at the request of the character you want from Transformers. You just literally click the little options tick, and then it'll ask you, just say type out which character you want, and he will put it on the inside of the book for you and sign it and everything. So that's a nice little extra bonus too if you weren't able to pick up Volume 1 of Transforming Robots by Aaron Archer, the guy behind a small chunk of Beast Wars, a large chunk of the Unicron trilogy, movie stuff, alternators. I mean, pretty much, Masterpiece. You wouldn't have Masterpiece without Aaron Archer. So, if you want to get a cool little sketchbook, black and white, of all the stuff that he's done, and there's going to be probably multiple volumes of this in the future, so get Volume 1 before it becomes difficult to get in the future, and there'll probably be a Volume 2 and 3 and 4, and this Volume 1 will be a collectible. Who knows? So check that out. Again, I'll put the link in the pinned description and in the comments below so you could find it easily. And that's it, more or less. Again, a nice quiet little Labor Day. I hope you're enjoying it with your friends and family. Just relax, enjoy, something on a streaming service, play some video games, have a nice meal, and enjoy the rest of this long weekend. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.